Toshido. Yes. 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 Oh. Bro, he flaming. Dude, that's like a perfect... I love how we all just rage. We're like, touch! Oh,
glorious high cap, let me touch.
It's aimed at me, though. Why me? Why am I the sacrifice that it gets aimed at? Did you just touch my barrel? Sure. Don't touch my barrel. That's how we get pussy, okay? Just stroke the barrel. It's the orange. It's the tip, though. It's just
the tip.
I didn't do anything. I'm just cock blocking. Are we doing a three? What the fuck is this? Pre-game shenanigans. Pre-game shenanigans. I'm gonna keep this for the video. Fuck that. Dude, I'm saying that barrel is thick as fuck. Saw your little feetsies underneath there. Oh, go. Still gun hits count. That's the rule of airsoft, man. I said gun hits count. Well, if you're out, man. Fuck.
Alright, so I'm basically going to break down and assess the situation of what happened. So, he was standing behind that wall, and he wasn't doing anything. So I took my 4 shots, or however many shots into him, and trying to show that he's dead. And he basically was arguing with me, saying that it was a gun hit, saying that it was a vest hit, saying that it didn't count. And he was getting mad at me and everything. And I'll show the aftermath of what happened at the end of the game, of what he did. But it was just complete and utter toxic. But we're going to get on to the next shoot of the video too, because there's a second one as well.
You guys were shot from the back too, just so you know. What the fuck?
Alright, so for this next cheater, we're going to start off with this, and basically I went around that corner, going around the building, and while going around the building, he didn't want to call his hits, so, well, I got that first guy, and I was hooking around that corner, and the kid, you can see in the actual part of it, you can see the kid flinching from the shots, and the kid was still cheating too, but it was both of them. And when it came down to the other guy was getting mad, saying that it wasn't, that I didn't hit him, and that he wasn't even, that I wasn't even shooting him, when I was maybe around 5 to 10 feet from him. And there's no minimum engagement distance in this field, so it's not like I would bang them. And I just kept shooting, and then I got shot from the back, and that's why I called hit. And I know dead man don't talk, but when it comes down to actually saying that you're hit, I was this close and that I have it on camera, then he starts to say, okay, well, I want to see that footage. And I'm like, alright, I'll show you at the end of the game. And in this next clip, I'll show you the aftermath of both cheater number 1 and cheater number 2 with that game. Because cheater number 2 wanted to see the footage of me actually shooting him, and cheater number 1 was still talking trash, so let's get to that now.
Yeah, I'll show you. And just so you know, I'm not here to argue with you, so. What? Not you, the guy behind you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Literally, you were arguing with me about your gun hit. Well, if you didn't feel it, then you're still getting hit. Because I was literally right next to you, and I have it on camera, and I shot you. So
I understand. I also have it on camera.
I understand that, but if you don't feel it, then you still gotta call it. Exactly. I've been playing for 5 years. I know how to play.
So have I. You said a gun hit you.
Well, if it hit you in the gun or the vest, you're still out.
I understand, and that's why I even said I didn't feel it.
Well, I know, but you're still just standing there.
Now, in that part that you just saw with the explanation, I was trying to tell him that, well, that one guy was saying, yeah, for cheater number 2, he was saying, yeah, I want to see the footage. And at the end of the game, I did show him the footage. His reaction wasn't too pleasant. He said that he didn't feel it. And I mean, yeah, that's how the airsoft sport is. Sometimes people don't feel it, and I'm fine with that. But he still didn't admit that he was not, like, that he was cheating. And I know that me saying cheating and him not feeling it or him not calling it is a bad way to say it, but cheating is the way that I would say if he's not going to call it. And like I said, he didn't take it well after I showed him the footage, saying that it doesn't matter, saying that I take this too seriously. And yeah, I do. I mean, it's just how I play. Now on to cheater number 1. Cheater number 1 was saying, he was trying to, I was basically, like, at that clip, at the end when I engage him, I was basically saying I don't want to have an argument with him in the next game. I want to have this, like, peaceful and stuff like that. So, with him being mad and everything, I was trying to explain what happened from my perspective. So then, once I said, I don't want an argument, I'm trying to be nice and stuff like that. Yes, I may have lost my cool a little bit when it came down to him, but I'm not going to deal with him, especially with the way that he was acting. Because it wasn't just me that had to deal with him, it was also other players that were playing on my team. And so he was saying that he was playing that he's been playing for 5 years. I mean, I've been playing for 5 years. Yes, I haven't been playing Speedsoft for 5 years, but I've been playing Airsoft for 5 years. So he was getting mad, saying that he's been playing for 5 years and he has it on video. And yeah, he did have a GoPro on, but he wasn't. He's gonna get it from his perspective and see his perspective. But my perspective is he was getting mad and everything. And he called it after I told him to call it, and that I said to call it after he was fighting and flipping out. But eventually he calmed down, and he did quiet down from that. So, I mean, I understand if he doesn't feel it, or if something happens. I mean, like I said before, that's part of the sport. A lot of people do it. And I'm not trying to diss on either one of these guys. I'm not trying to be mean to any one of them or trying to embarrass them. What I'm trying to do is just call them out with it from what I experienced today and how I saw it from my perspective. And this is nothing to do to diss them. This is nothing to do to be mean with them. But on the next clip, we're actually going to show the fight that actually happened today. And then from there, we'll get into some real gameplay, and then I'll leave you guys to it.
Yep, there's one.
I'm having this discussion because I shouldn't be out.
Hey, calm down. Going out the rough, okay? That's how you get kicked out. I don't want you to get kicked out, okay? My fucking knee. Yeah, one guy spurt right into my kneecap. Huh? No, one guy spurt right into my kneecap. Hey, just chill with the ref, okay? I don't want you to get in trouble, okay?
I really don't care.
Huh?
Are you allowed to shoot on the chain now?
Yeah. I've been shooting underneath that. None of us has found the fucking pack. So.
What's the problem? I'm not moving. Talk to me. Please stop. What did you say? I want to hear it. Step off the field and we'll discuss it. Game is still going on. I'm not going to have this on the field. You're bumping up the wrong tree, brother. There is no tree to park at.
questioned the ref on if he was hit or not, and then he said that he's not hit and he's not listening to the ref.
Now to explain that clip that just happened, basically, one of the refs. Well, I'm gonna say this. Shout out to the refs. The refs at Power Waukegan are super nice, super chill. All they're trying to do is help. They never try to do anything to affect anyone negatively or anything like that. So they were just trying to help. Now, with pointing out the cheaters that we literally just went over, I showed all the video to the ref. So the ref started breaking down on cheaters and actually calling their hits. So in this match, we have two refs, and one of the refs was actually sitting in the tower area and having his pistol out, shooting people to see if they would call their hits. Now it wouldn't kill them. They would just have to like look at the ref and just like raise their hand at him, saying that they actually called their hit from him. He wasn't trying to do anything to mess around with them or anything like that. So then from there, what happened is the guy in Superman shirt starts getting mad because he's saying that the ref didn't hit him. Now, it is clear that the ref did hit him, and on the rules of Power Waukegan, it says do not talk back to the refs. Now, I tried to calm him down when we were heading back to spawn, telling him don't go back to the refs. Just call your hit and just be done with it. And it didn't stop there because the ref kind of wanted to deal with this outside the field, and he wanted to talk with him outside the field and just get this all sorted out. Now, the guy in the Superman shirt was still upset at the ref, and even after he went back to spawn, he was still mad at the ref, and the ref wanted to just go outside and talk with him. And he refused to talk with him, and that led to a big argument out on the field, like it shows, and it led to a big argument outside of the field. Unfortunately, I did not get the footage outside the field because I was still playing on the field. Now, basically, in a nutshell, it didn't end out well. He did get booted for the rest of the day, and lesson learned is just don't mess with the refs. The refs are trying to help. They don't want to mess around with anyone and they just want to make it right.
I don't fucking know. I mean, I told him to cool off and don't question the ref because I'm like, I don't want you to get in fucking trouble. But there's one guy pushing, I think. Oh! That is full auto! What the fuck?
What the fuck?
It's full auto, dude! Dude, what the fuck, man? Ref! What the fuck? He just full auto both of us. He just full auto, dude.
Huh?
He just full autoed.
No, I said it's my bad. Automatically switch it. See?
You accidentally switched it.
Accidentally switch
Okay.
it.
Walk it off. Come
It's
on.
an accident, man.
All right, whatever. Walk it off. Rub some dirt on it.
Fuck, man.
Now in this part, I know that I said that I was going to get to normal gameplay, but in this part we actually had a person who full autoed, which in this field there was no full auto rule. And this was right after the argument with Ethan's cousin. And if you don't know who Ethan is the guy with the Polar Star and the same gold mask as me. He's the guy who was doing the vape trick in the beginning of the video and the funny moments. But he was a really chill guy. We made a whole new friend group with them. But after that argument, we were just standing there and then we were just talking. But then we get shot up a little bit and then we head back to spawn. But then this guy comes out of nowhere and full autos. And like I said, in the rule book, there is no full auto at all, no matter what minimum engagement distance. And we kind of blew up out of proportion, but that's because we do not like breaking the rules, and full auto actually does hurt. And the ref just said brush it off, and yeah, it was perfectly fine. I do want to give props to the guy who actually did the full auto because he wasn't like a douchebag or anything. He apologized immediately after, and even after playing the rest of the couple games, he kept on apologizing for doing that. Basically, what happened with him is he kind of mixed up which setting is like semi and full. And I understand that. I've done that before when I had my M4. But he's not. He was perfectly fine with how he did it. And I just wanted to point it out because it was a little bit aggravating, but it was also a little bit funny too. So, yeah. Now we're going to get into the real gameplay.
We're just missing the screech.
This much?
You got like 18 rounds, bud. You gotta do one tap pop, dude. Yes. Ref, I'm hungry. Hungry. Go, go, go. It's clear. Oh, hit! Oh, right in my ass. Oh, shot me in my ass, Simon. Ah. Oh. Oh, that was right in my ass. Shot me right on the ass cheek. I'm gonna rush the fuck out of it. Are you out, Simon? Oh, okay. Where you at? Hit! You good, you good, you good. You good, man. You good. You're running, boy! I didn't get you? I didn't get you? Fuck. Scared the absolute shit out of me. I just saw a gun peeking out. I'm like, fuck. No. Sorry, man. I got it on camera too. Hit! What's so quiet in here? I want to hear BBs flying.